Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this drizzly sunrise workout. Today, not much of a sunrise, but we're still up during that time and going to move our bodies, work on our hip flexors. Look at the description. I would love to work with you one-on-one. There is a free 15-minute consultation link in there and a free nutrition guide. So take a look at those. Leave your comments. I would love to hear from you. Like the videos, subscribe to the channel so you know when new videos pop up. Let's continue this 365-day challenge. And this week we are focusing on our hip flexors. So let's lay down on the mat. We're going to get those abs fired up and warmed up this morning. But first, let's start with connecting your breathing to your movement. So inhale into your rib cage. Exhale, zip up those core muscles. Really focus on those core muscles and that Kegel contraction or the pelvic floor contraction as we go through the workout today. Let's get those arms moving. Circle those arms around. 5 in one direction. Warming up those shoulders. And switch directions. And arms back down to your side. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, contract those pelvic floor muscles. Bring those knees up to a tabletop position. Roll those shoulders off the mat. You have 5 pumps of your arms on an inhale. 5 pumps of your arms on an exhale. If you can, stretch those legs out. Draw that navel to your spine. Nice deep breaths. Roll those shoulders back and away from your ears. Turn those toes out slightly. Nice deep inhales, exhales. Push that back into the mat so there's no lower back pain. 2 more deep breaths. And lower those legs back down. Those shoulders back down to the mat. And bring those knees up and we'll do our knee drops. Get those shoulders away from your ears. Nice neutral spine. Really focus on keeping those hips nice and flat. We don't want to roll from side to side. We just want one knee to fall down and come back up. Other knee come down and back up. Really focus on that Kegel contraction, that pelvic floor contraction today. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. Connect that breath to your movement. Let's do 2 more on each side. Here's one set. Here's the other set. Nicely done. Let's stretch one leg up to the sky for our leg circles. You can keep that knee bent if you need to. There shouldn't be any popping or pain in those hips as you do these circles. Try and keep the opposite leg nice and still. Nice, slow, controlled circle. You can turn that toe out slightly. Inhale for one circle. Exhale for one circle. And switch directions. 2, 3. You can have those arms down for balance if you need to. We got 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And back down. Other leg up. See if we have any popping today. If there's any popping, bend that knee. Make those circles a little smaller. My left hip doesn't work the way my right one does. So I'm going to keep my knee bent. Still keep your navel to your spine. Focus on keeping that hip bone straight and not rocking back and forth. A couple more. Nothing should ever be painful. You should feel your muscles working, and you should challenge yourself, but it shouldn't hurt. And other direction. Sometimes I can straighten that leg when I circle out, and I don't get any popping. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Legs back down. Let's bring your heels in. Work those glutes. Those are also part of that muscle group. So heels in line with your sit bones. Press that lower back down into the mat. Roll up nice and slow into your shoulder bridge. Roll all the way back down. Let's do a couple more of those. And back down. This time hold it at the top. Now from here you have a few different options. You can continue to roll up and down. You can move those heels off the mat. You can do a marching position here. Or you can stretch that leg up. So point it on the way down, flex it on the way up. Engage those glutes. 3, 4, 5, 6. Push those hips up. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side, you can roll back down in between if you need to. Otherwise, let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring that leg back down. Nice and slow, roll all the way back down to the mat. Let's roll up. We'll do our side leg kicks this morning. Keep working on those hip flexors. Get that hip right over your knee, foot straight back behind you. Come over to the side, and you're just going to do a nice kick forwards and backwards. Push those glutes. Push those hips forward. Engage those glutes. Work that foot too, pointing and flexing. 4, 5, 6. Don't sit back into that heel. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's come over to the other side. Same setup, hip right over your knee at a 90-degree angle. Get that foot straight back. Come over to the side. Kick that foot forwards, backwards. Push those hips forward. Nice deep breaths. Don't lose focus of that pelvic floor contraction. Maintain the slight contraction throughout the entire workout. Couple more. Come back down. I'm going to get those hip flexors stretched out now. So let's come into a lunge. Get a 90-degree angle. We don't want your knee over your toe or back here. So straight down over your ankle. Slide this leg back as far as feels comfortable. Push those hips into the mat. Sit up nice and tall if you can. Stretch those arms up. A few nice deep breaths here. Draw that navel into your spine. Relax into the stretch. A couple more breaths. And relax. Walk that foot over to the edge of your mat. Let that knee drop down. Relax here into this stretch. Nice deep breaths. One more breath. And come up. Stretch that leg back. Let's push up into downward dog. Stretch out those calves. Couple deep breaths here. Other foot, slide it forward. Get that 90-degree angle. Push those hips down into the mat. Sit up nice and tall. Find your balance. Bring those arms up over your head. Relax into that stretch. Nice deep breaths. Navel to spine. A couple more. Last one. And come down. Walk that foot over to the side of your mat. Let that knee drop down. Inhale. Sit up nice and tall if you can. Flex that foot. Nice deep breaths. One side's probably easier than the other. This one's a little more difficult for me because this is my hip that doesn't like to work all the time. And come up. Let's come up into our plank position. Wrap this workout up with some push-ups. 1, 2, navel to spine. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead, sit back into child's pose. Enjoy the cool morning air. And sit back up. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope you're enjoying this hip flexor series, and we'll switch it up again next week. We have a few more hip flexor workouts. Like the videos, subscribe to the channel. Have a blessed and beautiful day, and we will see you again tomorrow.